We're 5 miles outside of Chicago. We're going to talk about the greatest movie ever made. We're indoors, and I'm wearing sunglasses. Kick it! My watch is broken. Alright, thank you for clicking on this video. Be sure to subscribe and all that stuff. I do have some really cool music topic videos coming at you. But real quick, I thought I would throw together this little video. My favorite movie of all time, The Blues Brothers. Of course, you got to own it on the VHS there. And you have to own it on the DVD collector's edition, of course. Now, if you go with the long story, the movie was written by John Landis, we know him, and Dan Aykroyd. About the characters, the Blues Brothers, that came together when John Belushi, who was into like hard rock and roll, he met Aykroyd, of course. They worked on Saturday Night Live, and Aykroyd was a big blues fan, loved Chicago blues. So they got together and kind of formed these characters on Saturday Night Live, and then Aykroyd and John Landis wrote this epic movie that filmed summer of '79 and debuted in 1980. I was a 9-year-old kid, went to see it with my older brothers and my dad. My dad was an electrician in the city of Chicago, so he was kind of getting a headache when they were closing Lower Wacker and all these filming locations. Like, what this movie? This is the soundtrack, of course. The soundtrack is epic. The band that they pulled together are just amazing musicians. Matt Guitar Murphy, Tom Malone, Willie Hall on drums, Duck Dunn, Steve Cropper, amazing guitar player. So the soundtrack is really good. Now sometimes when like actors, comedians try to do like the rock thing or blues thing, whatever, it doesn't really turn out that good. Bruce Willis, it seems like they're trying too hard. But for some reason, Aykroyd and John Belushi, you knew that they loved the music and they were good performers, so it just came out good. So they put together the Blues Brothers skit on Saturday Night Live. It was really funny. People enjoyed it, and like I said, they wrote the movie for it. And this is the French version of the soundtrack record here. I'll show you a few of the things I got before we get to the main course, I guess is what you would say. This is a Spanish movie card. It's the iconic James Brown scene there. When they're in the church. And I have a few other things hanging on the wall. I don't have an original movie poster. I would love to get an original movie poster, but they go for a little high price. Maybe someday, and I don't have any room either. But I have like a little car. I have another promo, 2-page promo ad for the movie. And of course, a replica, but the poster, the concert poster for the concert that takes place in the movie. Now, why am I making this video? The gist of this, I tell you, it's my favorite movie. It brings back, I love the city of Chicago. And it obviously features the city of Chicago, one of the first films that just kind of featured Chicago. Since then, they've had lots of movies filmed in Chicago, but it's like one of the first. Jane Byrne was our mayor back then, and it just takes me back to a time, of hanging out with my brothers, my dad, and all that stuff. And it was just a really fun time to go see that movie at the Hillside Square. So on eBay, I always type in Blues Brothers, and this came up. I want to say I bought this 2 years ago, and now that I have a channel and a few viewers, I figured I would show it off. And I put it away, and I just recently took it out and realized, oh yeah, I bought this. And it said Blues Brothers promo, and it had a few pictures of the items. And it is promo for the movie, and I couldn't be happier with the stuff that I got. I figured I'd show it to you. Obviously, you clicked on this video, you like the Blues Brothers. So this came out, this is pretty iconic. This is Universal City Studios. Universal's the one that put it out. And it was a press release. If you work for the press, you write for a paper or something like that, you get promo material all the time. So if you're a music critic, you get tons of music stuff. If you're a movie critic, tons of film stuff. So this came to them. These are, I guess, photograph 8x10s, lobby cards, promo pictures, whatever you want to call them. This is Henry Gibson. He played the Nazi. I hate Illinois Nazis. What a great scene. Cab Calloway performed Minnie the Moocher, of course. Steve Lawrence. I never knew what he was famous for. He's one of these people that, like, my parents would watch TV and there'd be Steve Lawrence on there. And I don't know if he was a talk show guy or singer guy, but he's always like this cheesy kind of entertainment guy. It's kind of funny that he played the kind of the guy who puts the shows on and stuff like that. There's a scene of John Landis directing in the jail. Look, I believe they said that Joe Walsh from the Eagles was one of the prisoners there, the first one that kind of jumps up. John Landis kind of talking to some kids in Chicago how to be the orphans. Dan Aykroyd talking to Twiggy, who was kind of a supermodel at the time, I believe, or perhaps she had her moment and was kind of Haskell supermodel, I don't know. James Brown, like I said, Shaka Khan is in the choir, but I think you can see her in this picture. James Brown in the church there. Elroy going crazy in the church. I guess they said that James Brown actually sang live, and everything else was kind of pre-recorded behind him. You can kind of hear that. Aretha Franklin telling her man, he needs to think. Don't go on the road with these two white hoodlums, the Blues Brothers. There they are. Cap Calloway telling the kids to promote the show. These are just awesome 8x10s. Oh, another great one of Aretha. Oh man, this is when they go into the cafe and she performs Think. That's one of the greatest movie scenes ever. And it's only up there with other scenes, iconic scenes. And one of those other iconic scenes is when they go to get some instruments. And the store owner of the guy who owns the shop is Ray Charles. I believe he says, and I'll throw the black keys in for free. And they sit down and they're like, that's a piece of crap. And he goes, excuse me. And plays a great song, Shake Your Tail Feather. Oh, that's good stuff. All in jail there at the end. Chicken Wire, famous scene. Chicken Wire, and they play Bob's Country Bunker. James Brown as pastor there. Outside Bob's Country Bunker. I like to sign the check on the dashboard of the car. So many quotes we could pull from that movie. Just great stuff. And here she is, Mrs. Princess Leia. Carrie Fisher playing John Belushi's crazy ex-girlfriend. So this looks like a little folder that maybe all these came in. It's a little promo folder here. Kind of cool. Oh, this is like the press department's big release. So this is like the credits, the cast. Yikes. So they really were hitting you with promo material. This is everybody who plays. Frank Oz played the corrections officer in the opening scene. That's cool. Shaka Khan was in the choir. Let's see, any other names that come out to me. Paul Rubens was the waiter at the very expensive place where they go to eat. Paul Rubens is Pee Wee Herman. So Pee Wee Herman's in the Blues Brothers. How much more pop culture do you need? And let's see, this is about Universal. You know, they brought you Jaws, and now they got John Belushi, who's big from Animal House, and you know, it's going to be a great time to see this movie, yada yada yada. And another kind of a plot thing about John Belushi and Aykroyd in this movie. Every Blues Brothers concert begins with exciting, unusual ritual. After the boys strut on stage, Jake ceremoniously produces a key to unlock the briefcase, which has been handcuffed to his brother Elwood for protection. One of the outrageous moments of the Blues Brothers movie, Jake and Elwood lead 3 pursuing police cars in a high-speed chase in a mall. That mall's in Harvey, Illinois, since totally smashed down, I believe, in 2012. Anyway, it's a lot of other promo stuff, man. They are really hitting all kinds of promo. You and a guest. So yeah, when you are a reviewer, music or movies, you get free stuff, and obviously if it's a band coming to town, they want to give you a free ticket to go to the concert. If it's a movie, they give you a free screening. So this is a free screening ticket to go see it at the Samuel Goodwin Theater on 8949 Wilshire Boulevard. I believe that's somewhere in California. But it's kind of cool. So this is a promo unused ticket there. If I had more room on these walls, I would frame this and put it up. This seems to be, it's in plastic, so much must be important here. This is the last bit of the promo items I got from this. This is, looks Japanese, so like a Japanese movie program. Oh, it's pretty thick. Usually movie programs you get, and they're not that thick. I'll see if I can turn it for you. So this movie program is pretty thick, because I have a few. I have one for like Jaws 2 and Saturday Night Fever and stuff, and they're just not very big. It's only a few pages, but this one seems to be a lot of pages. This car chase scene through the mall is one of the best scenes ever of car chase. It is just funny as all hell when they race through that mall. At the concert, of course, as a kid, you know, we all love this movie. Me and my friends from grade school like that. And as a kid, I don't know if there's a picture of John Candy. John Candy's in this movie, and he has. We all would pick our quotes that we would quote, and for me, it was always March Whip, 300 whips, and that was from John Candy when they're at the performance there. I don't know why. That's the one that I threw out there all the time. I guess that is it. I could not be happier with this promo material from, like I said, for me personally, my favorite movie of all time, Blues Brothers. And hope you enjoyed looking through the 8x10s with me and all the other promo material. And thanks for watching.